This is the Outside Film Festival from Mountainfilm in Telluride. In most of the world, bikes aren't a plaything or a choice. They're the most economical and efficient means of transportation available. David met up with the creator of the film, With My Own Two Wheels.
I'm here with Jacob Siegel-Boettner, the director behind With My Own Two Wheels. Jacob, tell me how a bicycle like this can effectuate change.
Yeah, so this is a specially designed bicycle made by WorldBicycleRelief specifically for individuals in East Africa. So if you go to our website, which is withmyownTwoWheels.org, we're promoting what we're calling NextPedalStrokes because it's a bike movie, so you take a pedal stroke, not a step.
Sure.
And they can go on there, and we have two links. One is act locally and one is act globally, because we really want to emphasize the bike can have an impact in our own communities as well. So locally, we're encouraging people to find the community bike shops, the bike co-ops that can take those bikes that are just collecting dust in our garage and give them a new life and get them out to someone in our community who really needs a pair of wheels. Then globally, we've partnered with WorldBicycleRelief, which is the organization that designed this bike, and their current program is to distribute 50,000 bikes to students in rural Zambia to help them get to school over the next 4 years.
So this film takes us around the globe, you know, Africa, India, even here in the States. How did you find some of these individuals?
Yeah, I mean, we started with the projects. We knew we wanted to include WorldBicycleRelief, who made this bike, because they're the largest bike development project out there. And then beyond that, I literally just Googled BikeProject India, BikeProject Guatemala, and the projects that responded were in the film. And I told them that we want to feature the projects, but we wanted it to be a very character-driven story and about individuals and their bikes. So they all found the poster boy or poster girl for their project, the person who can best articulate how their project has had an impact. And for WorldBicycleRelief, they sent us a one-page bio of Fred, the health worker, and we storyboarded everything out beforehand, and we're ready to roll when we landed. And in India, we ended up showing up and having to do a mass interview with 45 middle school girls who the rumor had spread that this was a marriage arrangement, so they were all giggling when we had to do this really awkward interview through a translator. And we asked, what do you want to be when you grow up, and got a lot of inspiring answers. And this very quiet young woman in the corner raised her hand and said, I want to be a district supervisor. And we looked at the project director and we're like, okay, I think we're done here. So it was this incredible spectrum of knowing who we were going to film when we got there to having to just roll with it and do a 45-person interview.
Sure. Well, thanks so much for your time. Good luck here at the festival. And now let's take a look at With My Own Two Wheels.
This is just the same story over and over. People with enormous potential that are overlooked throughout the world.
What we need are solutions that are intermediate. We have all these like overpowering solutions, you know, like we want to have electricity. Well, let's dig up that mountain and just like make electricity, and we'll just run railroad cars and trucks, and like all we do is overpower things or neglect things.
Nosotros como seres humanos tenemos que cuidar al mundo, no el mundo de nosotros, porque a nosotros nos han dado la sabiduría, el entendimiento y todo esto.
The majority of trips that people need to take in their lives, if you're in Guatemala or Ghana or in Boston, are bikeable.
If we could say we have a problem with transportation, it's when we wake up in the morning, we look at the sky and we say, well, if it's cloudy, do we go by car or we take the bike? The transportation story or the transportation problem in Africa is totally different. They don't have the choice. There they either have to walk, kids have to walk 2 to 3 hours to school and from school, or caregivers have to walk all day long. In the best circumstance, they can maybe see 2 or 3 patients. It's a completely different view on what a bike can do. We don't see the use of a bike other than we have the choice.
Having a bicycle and being able to access education can have such a huge impact on, aspirational levels, on educational levels, on quality of life.
That bicycle is increasing their mobility, it's increasing their ability to go places. It's broadening their scope of their life, of what resources they can access.
Bikes have been part of my life naturally for always, and I've never thought about not having a bike. What a bike can do, to me, it just made too much sense. And I couldn't afford myself to say I'm not part of this.
It is a comprehensive development tool. Development happens for an entire country, starts with one person. And if every single person in that country begins to become empowered and begins to have access to resources, the entire country is going to develop.
Ya no nosotros tenemos que hablar por la máquina habla por sí sola.
When you fix that one up, his friend
Ya no nosotros tenemos que hablar por la máquina habla por sí sola.